So you're a recipient parent who's used a donor. As a donor conceived person and therapist, I've got a few thoughts for you. First, I encourage you to talk with your donor conceived child about being donor conceived, often and early. Waiting to tell your child can result in potential trauma. So if you haven't already told your child that they're donor conceived, do that. Second, let's say you used an ID at 18 or anonymous donor. I would encourage you to do anything that you can to find out who the donor is. This can help your child in so many ways. The most obvious and socially acceptable reason is for medical history. Medical history is incomplete if it is not updated regularly. Their biological relatives, unless for some reason they are unsafe. Even then, they deserve to know who they are. I would encourage the use of DNA tests. Even if your child is young, there are ways to do DNA testing. I've had many recipient parents send me messages saying that they regret using an ID at 18 donor. An important thing to remember is that you can't go back and change history. All you can do is move forward and figure out how to connect your child to their biological family. This doesn't mean disconnecting them from you if you're not the biological parent. Here's a few terms and phrases I would discourage you from using. I would encourage you not to refer to your child as a gift. This tends to feel like we are a thing and not a person. I would discourage you from reminding your child that their social parent is their real parent. Of course, that's a real parent. A real parent is anybody who's really a parent. You can use terms like biological or genetic parent when talking about the donor, or using terms like my donor, because the donor is your donor, not your kid's donor. They didn't donate to your kid. The bottom line is do the best that you can. Do the best that you can to talk early and often about being donor conceived. Do the best you can to connect your child to their biological relatives. And remember to center your child when it comes to donor conception and to address and nurture your own feelings with a therapist or support system because they're valid. They're just not something to put onto your child.